Hello, this is Bane and Man X47 bringing you our DOW3 cast. We've got a 1v1 here. Cloudstrife versus Sunblast. Let's just start, actually no, let's wait with looking at the doctrines until we get into the game, because then we can actually see what they are properly. So on the left side here we got Cloudstrife as ORK. He's bringing in Beauty Demogonaut with custom force fields for the war towers. The Gorgos is bringing in Healing War, which is his present doctrine, so he needs to be on the field first. And Stormboys command Suicide Bombers, those nasty trucks. Now then, on the other side we got Sunblast. Let me just pause the game. Actually wait, we forgot the other doctrines for the orcs, so let's look at those. Got better shout for the Meganops. That's the Meganops command. It makes the boys get a shield when they're channeling the shout. Tons of bombs for the shooter boys, and healing scrap. So very meta, I believe. We got Assault Terminator's command frag grenade for the tactical marines. It's pretty nice if you just need some crowd control. Makes scouts a little less needed. We got Assault Leap for the Assault Marines, good for escaping. And also good for escaping is redeployment for the whirlwinds. So it's a bit more of a late game doctrine. The kill team is bringing the death from above, which is fairly standard. Makes it easy to get the other leads into the field. Good for backdoors. Gabriel Angels is bringing expiring drop that heals in a circle around your drop pods. And of course Solada with Inferno missiles, so that's why he had the whirlwind doctrine. He's going for, if he gets to the late game, he's gonna be wreaking hell with those Inferno missiles. So let's get the game going. Turn off the fog of war. See 3 builders going out onto the map from Sunblast and 2 tech marines. But we don't have drop pods. But I can assume that one is in a drop pod since he's producing 2 at the same time.
Tactical Marine Squad deployed.
Aggressive boys are going up on the top here, so ORK is gonna get control of that. Unless he gets down a drop pod soon, but he's got no gut vision. Likewise on the bottom side, Sunblast is putting down his barracks. So they're trading map controls.
May this fuel our victory. Input task.
So we can see this might have scouted over here. And then gone for the top power point. He didn't really get a lot out of the scouting, I think, so he should just have gone for it directly.
One is your lowly servant.
This guy probably captured the point down here.
Completed. Oil is required.
And this guy constructed the barracks. And only now the ORK is getting control of his points, but it's not a big difference. All that's ahead in is half building a generator. Got an engagement in the center here. Serve the call out. Sunblast sending down his tactical marines to bail them out. Looks like he even wants to fight. Yeah, because he's got a 2-on-1 situation here. He doesn't have fire in the move, so he won't really be able to chase. Oh, and now we got an ambush here coming from Cloudstrife in the stealth cover. This server is surprisingly aggressive. Like, I thought he would have run away immediately, but he's still in the battle and he's only lost half health. Put down a server skull right here. Might be hard to see. So if the ORK walks over it, he'll get vision. Speaking of vision, Sunblast is a little better off. Now we see power going down on the top from the ORK, which is very standard because they need that power for their war towers. So ORKs generally tend to be spending more on power. But we don't have any listening posts at all on the map, so both players are pretty vulnerable to harass, though they're also not being very... They're not spending a whole lot on generators. The ORK hasn't even gotten a single reposition generator. He really wants a war tower soon, I think. Or maybe so he can get a dagger hut. So this crossbow is gonna die because the servitors scouted it out. But now the battle is getting bad for the specimen player Sunblast, because it's 3-on-1. Oh, it's 3-on-2. Though he's been keeping these squads alive really good, so fine time to disengage, I think. Now we are seeing why he was outnumbered, because he was sending an assault marine squad down here. And it's gonna check out this point so the ORK cancels his generator. But we got a looter on the way that will be able to hold this point maybe. Unless these assault marines get policy.
Assault Marine Squad deployed.
I've seen this game before maybe I think, but I don't remember everything, so it'll be interesting to watch the details. Now we just see Sunblast moving about up here in middle, but is he prepared down here because the ORK is coming in? Like, it's one of the obvious things to do. You can see these assault marines have jumped over to harass these different looters, and now the standard's gonna do the same with knockback. You can even double us down with the jump. Maybe you should wait a little bit with the jump, then he could have hit them twice, knocked them back even more. It's pretty good. We see Stompers coming in to defend. Down here, Servitor alone is stalling against 2 boys. It's pretty desperate, but these guys are on the way to help. So these almost really gotta pull out. Now it's looking pretty hard for the Deathwatch kill team. This thing is low, so he might want to commit. It's very close to going down, but carefully doesn't get too greedy. Same with these Storm boys, they're very low, they're pulling out. So now it's looking hard again. These shooter boys and these looters, they gotta hold it. I think they can't because their submarine's out. And it holds up here as well. But who got out better? The submarine's bleeding pretty bad. They're very expensive early game units. He's gotta hold 3 of them. So if we look at the income, we can see 464 for Sunblast. How about the ORK? Oh, he's even lower. But that's because Sunblast has another generator here. But if we look at the upkeep, it's -11 for Cloudstrife. And it's -66 for Sunblast. So those are assault marines, they're hitting him hard. But it's also maybe because that Cloudstrife lost a lot of units. It's hard to say. Getting scrap on these looters, they're gonna slow real good, so it'll be harder to push in. But since Cloudstrife doesn't have vision, he doesn't know that Sunblast is moving up over here, so he'll have to rotate units soon, I think. At least these Storm boys are in a good central location where they can move. But there's 0 defense on this water, so it's gonna go down. And he makes a bit of a noob mistake. He puts down the wall. So now the submarines kill it ridiculously fast because it takes even more damage. These troops are caught completely outnumbered. Stomper's only moving now, so ORK pretty much just to abandon this position. Even if he can reinforce from this, this is just too nasty. The damage from these assault marines. Now Cloudstrife's getting a second wreck gen. He's got 2 power gens. How about yeah, Sunblast's only got he's got 1 down here, I think. Yeah, he's behind in power. But he's gotten down a listening post, so it's very secure from harass. So both are listening post and this huge army of assault marines. This must be quite costly for Sunblast. So if you look at the power, we can see he's got like double the power in Cloudstrife.
Gretchins, watch yourselves! Boss, Gretchins are ready.
But yeah, I think that it paid up for Sunblast because he wrecked this whole base up here. I think it was like at least 1 wow tower, maybe 2, and then a barracks. And if he had any gens on this, I don't think he had, but if he did, it was gone. It's only now Cloudstrife's up here, but already down here we see Sunblast moving for another push. And it's just this looter to defend, but he's got 3 assault marines, he can handle it. They've all got to up their assault leap, so it's feeling a little hot up here under the turret. They can just fly out. Then we can send in the next assault marine, chain it like that. Oh, now we send this again, but the question is if Sunblast is bold enough to attack that. So it's not like there's a huge need to, because the army is all the way up here. He can just pull out. So by the time they arrive, too late. So Cloudstrife does have a little initiative. He's pushing the top. And somebody just spamming servitors to stall. But sometimes he's doing pretty good on the map control, getting down a whole triple point down here, so 477 and 54. You can see Cloudstrife still ahead, and I think it's because of the upkeep. Deathwatch Kill Team can stall here as well, but they are not good in melee, so they need to get out of there, but they can tank a bit with their elite help. Alright, got Airball is in a pretty good position up here, but they're gonna get knocked back by the grenades. But this high ground is good for them, and Sunblast micro is good. He can reinforce while standing here, so they can tank pretty long. Yeah, it's getting that down. But will model go down first? It looks like it's gonna do. So they were not able to tank. Now comes the Assault Marines to save the day. And he only got down the listening post, so not really any damage to Sunblast economy. That listening post paid up by him. And now he can rebuild another one as long as something nasty doesn't come in. Doesn't look like Cloudstrife has any. See the Deathwatch Kill Team pull back over here to heal up. Does it much faster at the HQ. And Cloudstrife's developing his point down here. He's also getting the resource point upgrade on both of them to keep up with his lack of map control. How about Sunblast? Yeah, he has not gotten any of those, so even though there's less map control from Cloudstrife, he might just barely hang in because of his smaller army. And his upgrades give him 25% more from each of these points. Now we're hitting the second escalation phase as well, so the income is gonna be quite a bit higher. And Angelos is ready for battle. But Gorgots is still a little bit behind because Sunrise killed the shield shin down here. And yeah, just in time, the ORK catches out this listening post being built, so he has to cancel it because it takes way more damage. But he can try again very soon because these units are fighting good with the Gabriel Angelos here. Even though it's a pretty big army, he's strong. And his crowd control is pretty good against that block. But Sunblast got more than that. He's pushing on top over here, so he'll be able to deny this point. But I don't really think he needs to stay. Like, this servitor can capture the point and the kill team can move on. There's no need to be paranoid that there might be something up there. He's putting on the pressure here. It would be really nice if these assault marines could get in here. Oh, they're already very fast Sunblast. Can they just barely kill the thing? Now they probably need to get out. But they're gonna go down, so generator for an assault marine. So I think this trade is in Sunblast's favor because he's ahead. The trade's good. Let's look at the economy. 402 to 100 for Cloudstrife. And we got like 565 to 125, so Sunblast is a bit better, but it's not a gigantic difference.
Heavy bolter team deployed.
So I would say that Cloudstrife is far from out of the game. Another question is the army. 61 versus 72, they're not that different either. So let's see what happens. This shield trainer has been pretty hurt, so Cloudstrife might be able to do something there. I would say one thing that makes a difference, despite Sunblast having been ahead, is that he's building listening posts. And when Cloudstrife, he's not building any, so that's like 600 reg. And he's just been gambling that Sunblast won't push his gens, but he did do a little down on bottom here, but those are reg gens, so those pay up pretty quickly. And he's lucky that he doesn't commit over here, but maybe that was good, because there was a huge ORK army defending here. Then what's happening on bottom? These guys are standing around. So I guess Sunblast has been a bit careful, wondering what he should do now. Like, the ORK doesn't have as much space he needs to defend, so it's a bit more risky. Looks like the ORK is splitting up. Stompo is on top, army on bottom. And a big war coming. The ORK is here. It's finally on the field. So lots of shooter boys being boosted by the Thompson bomb, so there's gonna be a whole lot of knockback coming in on front. Sunblast's got this heavy bullet though that can make a lot of damage, but they need to be defended. Very good Gabriel Actors here, throwing back the grenade, knocking back the squad. He's even got Scott coming in, so Sunblast knows when this shit is coming. He's not gonna be surprised, even though this is high ground. And another war is coming. So I mean, like, this army is a bit smaller, but Sunblast is also more split up, and he's got the war buff. Now he looks like he wants to do something different. He's just using the war to get more speed, move towards the top, which is fine as well. But by the time they arrive, I don't think there's gonna be any war buff left. There isn't really any targets up here. Maybe the elite turned its point and center, but you can like hit that with one unit. So if anything, it's the shield chain he wants, or this power node up here, if he dares. But it's pretty deep in. Alright, we got a flanking maneuver here, but it's gonna get scouted by Cloudstrife's bridges here, so we can turn around and kill it if he wants. And he's gonna do that. They're gonna be completely caught out, so I think this is gonna be Cloudstrife, but can he defend down here? I mean, he's got the turret, that's providing a lot of defense. Yeah, I don't think this small army will be able to do that. Maybe they can kill this. No, they're going all in. The question is, what does Sunblast have in his robots? As expected, these guys are getting raped. Here comes the grenade stunning them. No wait, there's the boy stunning them. Yeah, well, here we see what he needs, Sunblast. Last gun's coming in, but they need to target the turret. Then they're gonna do a lot against these war towers. Submarines tying up the loaders. You can see that Cloudstrife's getting paranoid, getting tank busters now. He's expecting death storms maybe. And that's not exactly a strange thing to watch out for, of course. I believe I just saw Sunblast with a whirlwind. Where is he hiding it? It's down here, it's moving into support. Looks like Urantia is gonna go down, but just before he does, he kills the turret, so... Elite points and big income for Sunblast, which is what he wants, because he's got Solaria. But still, that's a long way away, like 12 minutes.
Assault Marine squad deployed.
Maybe 11. Yet again, a push up here, but he's good at stalling with these servitors. It's still at half after all this time. But there's nothing here, so he might actually get it. And the suicide bomber is ready too, so we can put in some burst damage. I don't think Sunblast has any drop pods either, because he would have dropped them by now. He doesn't even have the standard stall. Where's it at?
A shield generator crumbles.
Wonder where he dropped the standard at.
Heavy bolter team deployed.
Can't find it. I guess it's just on cooldown, so it's not on the map anymore. Another war coming. Been a bit of a dry voice, so that might sound a bit strange. I'll try to have it as well. These boys walking by, maybe they can just reinforce as they walk by us. No, they're not gonna do it. Guess they can't make it out. So lots of shooters being spammed. I mean, I guess that makes them easy to control, but that whirlwind, if it hits them, ooh. Sunblast has no idea about this, but he's put a lot of buffer here, so he will be able to react. And he's got a whirlwind. So let's see what it hits.
Vehicle durability upgrade secured.
Boom, boom, boom.
Infantry weaponry upgrade.
Yeah, it hits pretty good, but it could have hit better. I don't think I need the spots drop, so they can reinforce. Now Sunblast's like, I gotta do something, so I'm gonna push into his base where his power core is all exposed. But don't underestimate power cores, like they can tank quite a bit. I mean, it's risky to use it to tank since you can be hit by something extra right after. Once again, putting on the war tower. But I mean, like, when you're like Cloudstrife, you're desperate to get something down to, like, you don't have enough army. You gotta use whatever you have, so even power cores are two of them. Alright, war coming in, he's back to defend his big army. the healing wall is gonna heal up all his troops, so he's making up for his lack of resources. But how many tank buses does he have to do this well? He's only got one, and Gorgot's true damage. So just the sheer amount of damage from this mass is going to have to rely on. I think at the whirlwind, not the whirlwind, the Triton is going to go down. Simply because of how many of them there are. And a little bit of AP damage we got. Whirlwind's hitting him hard though. He's gonna get another wall down from Skullguts in a moment. Here comes the heal again. It's pretty damn strong. Guess that's why he's choosing the shooter boys, because they can always stay close. And Sunblast seeing this though with his scout. He knows he's about to get hit, so this whirlwind is reversing away. Where's his other whirlwind at? Oh, it's redeploying, that's why. So he's here to help out. Oh, well, is doing good on the high ground. There's two of them now, so they won't be so easy to kill. Oh, and the scout's gonna hit this, so they have to stay and get shut up. I think a couple of squads are up there, which is very important with this healing wall. I think Cloudstrife really should learn that watchtowers take more damage when worn up, because then he would be able to protect them better, and then he would get more value out of the ceiling. So now Sunblast thinks, okay, I'm gonna have to try something new and surprise him. So I'm gonna hit this bridge down so I can hit the center without him noticing. But Sunblast will notice because he's got a servitor right here. Probably too late to save this generator. But maybe not too late to fire off this whirlwind. Yeah, it's got very good range. I think maybe Sunblast heard the bridge going down. This thing's gone boom, so he's moving up. He's gonna hide in the stealth cover, maybe? Yeah. So we can just see what comes in.
A listening post is active.
Still, he's keeping his heavy ballers down here to defend the point, so he's not able to use his full army size. The Cloudstrife on our head, he's moving in one big blob. And it looks like Sunblast punished that earlier, because this point is completely empty. He needs to hit this as well. So that's where he's getting his cans from. Here comes the wall. And the heal. So Deathmatch kill team, they have a Vortex grenade. That can probably slow this blob down real good. And then hit them with the whirlwinds. I think it also makes them do more damage. It's got like a mark for death debuff. Let's see if it hits. Yeah. It's hitting. Not all of it. Now these troops are gonna get raped by great grenade rain. So what is this? Gabriel Angelos. Alright. Yeah, throw back those grenades. Boom. So yeah, you might feel that I'm rooting a little bit for this base, yeah, but not entirely, because like I know the dog is behind, but it's also pretty spammy with all these shooter boys. Oh, so yeah, April went into some pretty heavy stuff, and he's gonna go down. I wonder, does Sunblast really need this many heavy bowlers? I mean, he's already got a lot of damage from these. Maybe it's good for just keeping them alive, because he knows they can get focused. But I really think he needs some sort of buffer for that huge ORK army coming in. Something to engage with, maybe. Yeah, he doesn't have any assault marines anymore, so it's a bit harder to just go in. Though at least he doesn't need to go in under a turret anymore. And we got the big ORK army coming. Like, I wonder who just got the bigger army now. Yeah, it's Cloudstrife. It might not be the stronger army, I mean, he's got killer cans, and Sunblast got whirlwinds, but those whirlwinds are really exposed here if he just hits through. So he should just redeploy them right after this. Let's see, 3 bombardments here, and a drop pod. Yeah, this is absolute rape. I think like half the squad went there. Oh yeah. How many squads does he have left? 1, 2, 3. Ah, okay, rape. But I think Cloudstrife is dead. I mean, you can't really healing war new squads out. But at least he's getting more resources now. All Lupkin went away. He's got no generators, so maybe not. Alright. Whirlwind coming in. No. It's not a Whirlwind, it's a Dreadnought. I think that Sunblast is going for the kill now. He's gotta watch out for these Deathcopters with the cluster. Can hit these weapon teams in the back line pretty hard. They don't have a lot of health. It's a little more busy with this Dreadnought here. Submarines coming in. It's not really focusing their power core. I think they should either focus just the troops or the power core. I think he needs to go after the war towers right now. Even though they've been annoying for most of the game. Cloudstrife just doesn't have the army to benefit from it. There goes the mech shops. No more building killer cats from scrap. And Cloudstrife calls it. Which is pretty wise. You can see I just did the pause button and you can sometimes just look around after still. So I think that's a pretty dominant game from Sunblast. Cloudstrife wasn't really defending his points, getting map control. He made some bad positioning, so he wasn't able to defend his base down here. And he didn't really defend his bottom shield gen very good either. He was way too slow in trading up here. Like maybe the decision to trade was bad. I think it's better to go for something safer, like maybe we should have gone to kill generators. Because if you go to trade a shield gen and you don't kill it, that's no value for you. Like maybe the guys to be a bit more paranoid because it's lower health, but it's pretty easy to defend a shield gen as long as it isn't super low. So I just think that Cloudstrife doesn't get enough value out of that. And then the shooter boys by him didn't really work because he just got raped by whirlwinds. So like I needed to do something else, spread out, or maybe just, you know, get something to kill those whirlwinds. So that's that game. Thanks for watching. Banana Man out.